that we've seen so far. Look at the site at the MCG. Let's go down for the national anthem as these two great sides face off once again in September.
Hurrah!
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is the rising. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. It's on those strings and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Well done, great rendition of the national anthem. And look at that, the mighty MCG in September. Is there a better noise in world sport than that? And when the timekeeper hits the honker and goes 3 times, the shiver goes right up your spine, and has done since we're all little boys going to the footy for the first time. This is ready to go. This is great stuff. You don't want to play next week if you're one of these sides. You're walking into the centre of the MCG. It's the qualifying final. The energy is building. What goes through your mind? What are you saying?
What are you saying? You're saying, boys, time to shine, time to stand up and go with your teammates here. Do what you need to do when the ball's in your air. Make sure you win it, get it on, dumb it down, play basic footy and get the job done.
Sellers, is it fear or anticipation?
I think it's a fear of failure. There's no doubt about that. There's an enormous fear of failure. No one likes it. No one wants it. This bloke's going to have some in his belly as well, coming up against Tommy Hawkins. This is a massive duel, these two.
Not surprised to see Stevie J in the forward line. He might take some centre clearances. He's got to get through 3 finals. He's on the cusp of a stress fracture. They've got to conserve it.
Could he kick a bag?
He could kick a bag, and he may well be the second forward they're desperate for.
Here we go.
Down Hale, Langford, Hawthorn.
Well done, Enright. Up the ground again to his mate Bartell. Hawkins, well played late.
Consecutive weeks, 28 against Carlton, 26 against Hawthorn, and 24 last week.
Ball at the back. Sewell, Hodge, touched off the boot. Hawthorn still in a very dangerous spot. Ruffy! Yep. That's what he does so well, isn't it?
Clearly at their best, Hawthorn, when Jared Ruffhead's in and around the contest in front of goal on that occasion. He just went and hunted the footy.
But it's okay.
Duncan lays it off through midfield, missing a target there. Bad one from Guthrie. Duray, Mitchell, and Mitchell spots a man in behind the defence. One mistake that time. Jordan Lewis then missed a couple last week. Should kick this, and if he does, the Hawks will lead. Trending back their way, up by 2. Inside the 50, barely. Gibson worked out of it, could have been hanging on. Stokes came strongly, model up a fumble. Gibson half chance. Lake did well, now Smith emerges. Very short, not 15. Mitchell, so much poise. Oh. Well, he found a man.
Not sure that was the target, but he found him.
I said poise, so I'm sticking with Sam. There's Burgoyne, wants to go, got it from Hill. Just stepping onto the ground is Hodge. Inboard, Birchall, dangerous with his left leg. Oh, that's a clever kick. Leads Puopolo to space. Oh, terrific. High ball. Looks just a regulation kick, but he demanded something of Puopolo, didn't he? And he wasn't let down. Rarely does Puopolo let people down. And he comes, and he kicks a goal. So suddenly the Hawks showing a little muscle. Slow to get up. Hawland Smith, Motlop, Hawland Smith. Selwood back into the action immediately. Goes out to Blixarves. Blixarves intent on shepherding. Hill doing very well and wins a free kick against 2 men. Well done, Brad Hill. After the siren. But he's had some good form. Now Mitchell on the outer side getting involved. High ball downwards, full forward.
Sam Mitchell just seized the game, a possession ahead. He knew that once he marked the ball, he'd wheel and go because he had a one-on-one contest. He is just a marvel, Sam Mitchell. That's a great mark. He's a dangerous player, Isaac Smith.
Steve Motlop back in the side tonight, but limping off, and Smith does some damage. And okay, well done. Hill, too nimble there for Walker. Duray back into it. Goes down the boundary line and Spanger. 55 metres out, high ball towards full forward. Bruce, almost. Puopolo snaps. Oh, wonderful. How is that? His second goal. Instinctive goal.
Just getting front and square there, Popolo, and just the ability to get the ball to foot so quickly is just extreme.
Mitchell down low, brilliant hands. Birchall to Spanger. Hawthorn at its best. Puopolo running hard. Hill, Puopolo on the burst. Hill looks up, goes to the pocket, laces it. Yep, Sawley winds himself up, goes for goal. Mark Gunston.
That's great.
Gee, Hill's running power, and Mitchell's working half back with Birchall. So Gunston's on the board, and Hawthorn get a big lead now. They just played. Marco's been prolific. Needs to be clean here. Inside.
Oh.
Tackle sticking, and that's been the difference. And that ball not out.
It'll be a free kick to his teammate Mitchell. Nobody stands the mark. He's aware of that. He plays on. Almost runs himself into trouble. Well-weighted kick inside the forward 50. Glaring mistake now. In hindsight, nobody took the mark. They all played. He's kicked 27 goals. That includes 8 for North Melbourne back in 08. This to break the deadlock. David Hale, kick is on the way. He's got some poise, the big fella. He's very good.
We've heard that Alistair Clarkson...
Birchall, that high ball, they've done it a lot. Rough head, went very early. Puopolo, all the look-away handball. Gunston got down low, wants a free kick, didn't get it. Mitchell, Hill's had a big night. And hooking and marking is Hodge.
George! 2 metres, please. 15 goals!
So wrong side for him. Got it.
Oh,
so one captain hits the lead and the other one takes it back.
To give it a wide berth.
Luke Hodge kicking the goal. Game number 248.
Off the screen you couldn't see, but Hawthorn had absolutely no one forward when Isaac Smith had the ball. Great patience and poise.
So Mitchell given a screen by Ruffy, and then just a bit of an up and under, and Geelong should mark it. So they couldn't. Gunston, well, he's a good kick, Gunston, and that's coming back. It's a goal. He was always going to kick it. He's kicked 2.
Yeah, the two Geelong players firing for the ball and hitting the deck, and the sea's just parted here for Jack Gunston. If he's got time and space, he'll hurt you every time, and as good a finisher as there is in the AFL.
Without him, say, I think he'd persevere and hope that he might be able to take a grab or two.
So Lake wins this battle on Hawkins.
Well, one thing that's dried up is the inside 50s.
That's good. Mackey in space, pushed off the footy. Bruce runs away with it. Hand passes inboard. Mitchell, who's been superb. Bit of a fumble from Sewell. Still ample time. 65 metres out. Gunston in position A.
Played it well, didn't he? It was tough for Lonergan coming back with the flight of the ball, but...
Jason Dunstall before. This man wears the number. Here he comes. He's got 3 now, and the margin is dangerous for the Cats.
Hill wins the ball out of play. Hill and Smith have been wonderful.
Yeah, they've been just great line breakers, aren't they? Brad Hill up to 25 disposals, now 5 inside 50s. They need the next goal, Hawks. I know they're...
On the man, Hawthorn.
And that's undisciplined.
They got sucked in, Caddy.
Yeah. But they've got to this margin a number of times tonight, Hawthorn.
Smith, like Hill, massive numbers and run and carry. Kicks to half forward. A real battle between Bruce and Taylor. Well done, Gunston. Bruce, this is the ones he loves. He's on the board again. A goal in every match. And Hawthorn might be on their way to the prelim.
It's a great example of what makes Luke Bruce such a good player. The ball comes in and he just takes a sideward step, gives himself a bit of time and space and affects him. I feel like he got the sense from Simpkin. He'll find the footy, no doubt, this last term, but the Cats, it'll be more a tactical move, maybe a tall for a small.
Hale getting forward and taking a really strong mark. Fabulous rivalry between these two teams. Could we see a grandstand finish from here? Hawthorn in the box here. Really dominated the second half in a lot of areas. Burgoyne with some run and then teasing Hall and Smith with a third bounce and then measures the kick. Brilliant Burgoyne. Chris Ruff had a chance that really you think would put Hawthorn with 1 foot into the prelim final at least. It looks good. Oh. It's a goal. Hawthorn oh so close now to the prelim. Oh, interesting, the umpire thought it was realistic. I'm glad he did because I want to see more of it. Birchall. Not sure if the Cats have got another life here. Oh, great Mark Ruffhead. He's turning a okay game into a good game, Ruffy, in the last quarter. Centre half forward, no mark, no free kick to Segler, Simpkin, Gunston, Bruce, still Bruce, dropped it down, Gunston toe pokes, Mackie hands and knees, handball to a bit of a contest, ball not out, Mitchell, normally so good in this situation, Lewis to finish it. They're into the prelim, again.
Oh, how good was Mitchell?
That was the score, 86 to 91 points. They're sitting on 89. They'll probably...
It's the first time Lewis has kicked 2 goals in the final.
He kicked the goal, but fantastic little knock on by Sam Mitchell. He wouldn't get a stat.
Down the line, Hale, been really good, Hale. Puopolo, Segler, Langford, such an important player in the second half. Running it to Lewis. He'll kick a third, I reckon. He's normally a sharpshooter. He's kicked 3, and Hawthorn put some icing on a very tasty cake. Best and fairest, and he'll possibly be a Brownlow medalist.
He got on the end of whack one and kicked the goal. The game's gone according to the bit of the script of Hawthorn finishing strong. Geelong have been a bit soft in second halves for most of the year, soft in terms of scoring. They haven't had good second halves, and Hawthorn have just been so much stronger. 8 goals since half-time to Geelong's 3.
And when this happens to a team like the Cats, it's hard for them to get back now into the finals, isn't it? Because
towards another premiership. Lickside knocks it down. Roughhead dispossessed. In goes Barker. Langford. It's still Langford. And he snaps, and I think he's kicked a goal. He has. Terrific effort.
There they are, 104 points. They've ticked over 15
dying
goals.
Seconds. Murdoch high and long. Lakes had a good night. Wins that battle. Goes to ground, and that's it. Hawthorn, the defending champions, first into the prelim final. Down to you, Matthew.
Well, Sam, that's a satisfying result, mate. You must feel really good into another prelim final.
Yeah, it's good. I looked up at the scoreboard at the end. I thought, gee, it didn't feel like that. Really hard-fought games. I think everyone loves watching the Hawthorn-Geelong games. We've certainly enjoyed it in the last few, a bit more than the 10 or so before that, but good feeling.
Well, the curse is well and truly gone. Now, scores were level at half-time, though. You had a lot of work to do from there, but your second half was outstanding. Where was it turned around in the third quarter?
Midfield, they really got on top in the second quarter. I thought we started the game okay, first quarter, and then they really got on top second quarter, were able to get it, I think, at 30 inside 50s at half-time, which is not what we want to do, but our defenders did a great job of just nullifying them and keeping the scores level, and midfield, we were able to square it up a bit more.
Your defence did stand up. They had 30 inside 50s in the first half, but Brian Lake was outstanding on Tom Hawkins.
Yeah, we had a lot of changes down there, Lakey, Gibbo, even Taylor Duray, had a great game tonight. So some of the younger guys really stepped up, played some great footy. It was good to watch.
You like your fine wine, Sam. You're getting better with age. Your form was really, really good tonight.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Are you happy with yourself or not?
Yeah, I had a scratchy after I came back from injury. Good to be back, getting a few kicks.
Well done, mate.
Thanks, Richo.
He's one of the greats of the modern era. He averages 26 possessions a game over his career, and he's had double-figure Brownlow votes for the last 8 years, Sam Mitchell.
Down to Hodgie with Richo. Well done.
Well, Hodgie, you lead your team into another prelim. You've been there plenty of times. How do you feel about this year?
Look, we've obviously gone through a bit, but I guess the result, the guys have been good so far, and I guess we finished top 4, which we were aiming for at the start of the year, and it gives you the best shot to go on. So we did the job tonight. It was a close first half, and we played some good footy in the second half, but we'll sit back over next week and see who we play in the prelim.
Your run was really good tonight. I thought Brad Hill and Isaac Smith really helped set up the win with just some great running throughout that match.
Yeah, Hilly just went past and said he won a $2,000 watch, so he's pretty happy with himself. But look, as I said, they bring a lot to our side. Each player does their role. Certain blokes are good inside, certain blokes are good on the outside. So it was a good mix tonight, and all the boys did well. You
play all year, 23 rounds. It's a long year to get yourself into this position. How important is that 2 weeks off now?
Oh, look, mate, it's great to have it off, but look, this time of year you're happy to play every week. It's this is why you have long pre-season, why you go through week in, week out for the 23 rounds. It's an exciting time of the year, and we're looking forward to a fortnight's time.
Surely you like a little rest though, mate, leading into a big prelim. It must be handy as you get a bit older.
Mate, body's feeling fresh. Knee put up well after last week, having it off, so but body's feeling good.
Well done, Hodgie.
Thanks, mate.
Not many weaknesses in this side. Is there a spot for Cyril if he can somehow find his way back to some sort of fitness route?
I think there's always a spot for Cyril, as long as he's about 90%.
The mail is he won't come back, though, Jared.
Yeah.
Is that your understanding?
Well, I haven't got any mail, Ed, but I can see why that would be the case. You're talking about dropping somebody like a Brad Sewell, who is going to give you 100%. We know his body's nearing the end, but we saw 100% again tonight. And it's a huge risk to put anybody in that hasn't played for 3 or 4 weeks, let alone half a dozen weeks. And we saw Steve Johnson today. I mean, Jono was fine early, got the ball, but still had lost the pace of the game. And it's a bit of a lesson to what could be in front of Hawthorn.
It'd be a risk, but I reckon he wouldn't be a bad sub, Jared.
Yeah, it'd be a great sub.
It is a recurring injury, of course, that hamstring, and it is the tendon as well, make it even worse. All right, let's have a listen to the Hawks as they gather to sing their famous song. They're into a preliminary final in 2014.